Hi, this is Christy Whitman with the Quantum Success Show, where you can get your information and inspiration to create your desires. And what I want to talk about today is law of attraction in relationships. Meaning, if you have a significant relationship, you have a partner in your life, and you are currently, believing in the universal laws, specifically law of attraction, and you're doing your own inner work, you're raising your vibration, you're starting to see things manifest and really starting to get excited about your life, and then all of a sudden you kind of remember and you look over and you have your partner that doesn't believe in law of attraction, that continues to blame other people or the economy for the fortune or misfortune in their life, can't seem to get in alignment. And it seems to be a point of resistance for you where you feel like you're in a high space and then you look over there and they're kind of dragging you down, so your partner is somewhat negative. I get this question all the time. So what do you do when you're in a relationship with someone that can be very negative, isn't interested in learning about the universal laws, or they might think it's a nice idea? Here's what you can do. Focus completely on you and your path. Focus on aligning with you and your higher self. Because what's going to happen is the other person's either going to come along in the journey with you, or they're going to fall off the journey. And that's sometimes what we have to be willing to let go of. As manifestors, we're thinking about, all the things I want to bring in, all the things I want to create. And important part of manifesting is actually releasing. And now, believe me, I'm not saying that you should let go of all your relationships or that you should get a divorce or anything like that. It's not what I'm saying. I'm not a proponent of divorce or letting go of relationships. I'm saying that time will tell, energy, vibration. If you are not a vibrational match to the person you're in a relationship with anymore, and the other person isn't willing to come to that place, what might happen is there might be a dissolve of the relationship. Listen, I've been in 2 significant relationships where I've been actively working with universal laws in my life. The first one, I was in an 8-year relationship. Talked to you about him before, wonderful man. But while I was living law of attraction, each and every day my life was getting better and I was working my processes and I was doing my own inner work, he was blaming the economy for why he wasn't getting more clients. Or he was blaming his, the weather or his parents. And he was always playing a victim. And for me, as much as I would say, listen, you have to focus on what you want, and look at what I'm creating in my life, he continued to not apply the information. And what happened is I realized that I still need to focus on me and my own well-being. Not from a, I don't care about you space, but from a selfish place, which selfish is a good thing. We can only come from the self, from a place of what's most important to me is my connection and my feeling of joy. And what happened to me in that relationship, as much as we tried to work on things and, pull him along and that sort of thing, the relationship dissolved. And it was amazing how the relationship dissolved. The law of attraction completely, totally took care of everything. Literally, it came down to this. I got clear that the most important thing was for me to be in alignment. And walked up to him one day and said, this just isn't working. He took off his wedding ring and threw it at me and said, I'm going to give you a divorce. And I went, wow, thanks law of attraction. Because at that point I was getting really clear on this isn't the kind of person I want to be with anymore. I got really clear on the kind of person I did want to be with, and that turned out to be Frederick. So relationships are not always easy. There's bumps in the road. There's paths that you might go on where your partner's here and then you meet up on the same path and you go together. And there's been times in my relationship with Frederick where it hasn't been easy. But I'll tell you this, when I commit to my own well-being and I look over at my partner, there are times where he wasn't there. And now there are times that he is there. So the important thing is that your partner in this relationship, it's a co-creative relationship, has to be a vibrational match for where you're going. Does it mean they're always there 100% of the time? No. But for the most part, do they come along and match your vibration? Is your vision for the future the same? Are you wanting the same things? Are they willing to do their own inner work? Are they willing to tap in and be creative? Are they willing to access the unseen part of them that really is that pure potentiality to create and be creative in the life that they are living. And then bring the best of themselves to the relationship while you bring the best of yourself to the relationship. Law of attraction, universe, energy, it all sorts itself out. And in relationships, it does too. Your focus needs to be on complete alignment with your well-being, finding the places within you where you feel a little bit of resistance, working that resistance, figuring out what you want, and moving towards that. And I promise you, what's meant to be or what is in alignment, whatever you believe in, will happen in your relationship. Your partner will either come along with you and join you in this magical journey that you're on, or they won't. But you will be in alignment with who you really are, and you will find your joy. So I hope that helps. Have a really great week.